What's up guys, it's Jacob, and today I'm going to be bringing you my predictions for the top 10 players in FIFA 21. But before we get into this video, please remember to drop a comment, like, and subscribe. It really helps out my channel, and I want to try and get to 500 subs before FIFA 21. So if you can, tell your friends about the channel, and make sure to share it to anyone you think that would like it. But now that that's said, I don't think there's much to say besides let's get right into this top 10 FIFA 21 players prediction. Alright, so coming in at number 10, we have a little bit of a controversial one. I think Manuel Neuer is going to get a +2 upgrade and be 90 rated. So you can see, I just increased all of his stats by +2 I think, but he's honestly had an insane season. And some would argue he's the best keeper in the world right now. And I just couldn't not include him on this list. He just had an insane UEFA Champions League run with Bayern. And I think he just really deserved this +2 upgrade after the season he's had. And in my opinion, he's been the best goalkeeper in the world. I just think EA is probably going to give him a +2 rating upgrade. But some people might disagree with me on this one. But I think he definitely deserves it. But let's get into number 9. Alright, at number 9, we have Sergio Ramos. I think he definitely deserves an upgrade after the amazing season he had. And Real Madrid's defense as a whole was just insane. But I think Sergio Ramos will get up to a 90 rating, potentially even a 91, depending on how generous EA is. But stats-wise, he's definitely in for a big shooting upgrade because I'm pretty sure he might have had like 16 goals in La Liga. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure he had around 16 goals with a lot of them being penalties. So he'll definitely get a big shooting upgrade. And I also gave him +2 in defending because I thought he definitely deserves it, but I didn't upgrade his physical because he is getting older. And I don't really see EA giving him a physical upgrade. But really, other than that, the stats are the same, but I just think he really deserved that shooting and defending upgrade. But now let's get into player number 8. Alright, so for player number 8, we have Kylian Mbappe. And honestly, I kind of disagree with this one a little bit personally, but this is a prediction of what EA is going to do. And I can definitely see EA giving him a +1 upgrade. I don't really think they're going to upgrade his pace, dribbling, or passing, but I think they'll definitely give him a huge shooting boost and physical boost. Because honestly, this year he's gotten a lot better at his shooting. And he's a fan favorite in the FIFA games, so I could definitely see EA giving him that +1. Especially with how good PSG did in the UCL this year. But I don't really have much else to say. I just think it's pretty simple, the yearly Mbappe upgrade. So let's just get into player number 7. Alright, so for player number 7, we have Sadio Mane. Mane's due for a big upgrade because before the Premier League ended, a lot of people were considering him for Ballon d'Or, but obviously Lewandowski outshined him with the Champions League. But you can see, he's definitely due for a huge upgrade. Personally, I gave him a +3 to a 91, but some would even argue 92 with how great he's been. And you can see, if he gets that 91 upgrade, he's going to be getting some insane stat boost. I gave him +4 dribbling and +5 shooting. Also +4 passing because he is really good at passing, and +4 physical because when I've watched Mane play, he's just really good physically, especially for a winger. So you can see that's a pretty decent upgrade for Sadio Mane. And I try not to let my Everton fan bias slip in on this one, but I think he definitely deserves that 91 rating. So let's just get into player number 6. Alright, so coming in for player number 6, we have another pretty controversial one. And I think OBLAK's going to get upgraded from 91 to 92. And this is where the high rated players start rolling in. And you can see, I just think I gave him +1 or 2 on every stat. But he definitely deserves it. Like, whenever I watch this guy play, granted it's not a lot because I only really watch La Liga a little bit, but he's just insane. And some would say Neuer deserves to be the best keeper in the game, but whenever I watch OBLAK, he's just insane, and I think EA is going to recognize that too, and reward him with a +1 rating. So that's the first 92 rated player, so let's get into player number 5. Alright, coming in for player number 5, we actually have our first downgrade on this list, and this is Cristiano Ronaldo. Even after the amazing season he had, we just all know how EA is. He's getting up there in age, and I honestly think EA is going to give him a downgrade. Personally, I wouldn't, but compared to the other players in the world, he might deserve that 92 rating. But you can see, he's getting -1 in the pace and -2 in the dribbling, but I'm actually giving him a +1 in the shooting and passing and physical. Because I think right now we're just seeing Ronaldo's game changing so much. I think he's relying a lot less on the dribbling and more on just his amazing positioning and shooting. So that's what I think EA is going to do too, and give him a -1 downgrade. But now we're starting to get into the heavy hitters. Let's get into player number 4. Alright, for player number 4, I have the man himself, Neymar. I gave him a +1 rating. It's kind of the same thing with Kylian MBAPPE. I just think them getting to the Champions League final is going to give them both +1 ratings. And you can see in Neymar, I didn't give him a pace upgrade, but I did give him +1 in dribbling and shooting, and +1 in the passing too. Because I think Neymar, we're starting to see him get into his prime, and he's just playing a lot better. I still kept his shooting pretty low because honestly he's not the best shooter compared to a lot of other people, but his dribbling is insane and he definitely deserves that 96 dribbling. He's just been out of his mind, and whenever you see him on the ball, he's insane. But I think that EA will finally give him that +1 upgrade and he'll hit that 93 rating. But let's get into player number 3. For player number 3, we have the man himself, Kevin De Bruyne. I think after the season he's had, he's definitely deserving of this 93 rated. In my opinion, right now he's the best player in the world, and I think EA is going to reward how great he's really been. You can see, this +2 upgrade, I'm giving him +4 pace, +4 dribbling, +2 shooting, +3 passing, and +1 physical. I think he definitely deserves it, and I think this card just more represents how good he is in real life. I think they did him dirty with only 76 pace, and I think his passing, he needs to be cemented as the best passer in the game with 95 passing. Maybe the only player that can pass better than him in real life is Messi. But yeah, this is just an upgrade that I'm going to be loving. You guys know I'm a huge fan of Kevin De Bruyne in FIFA 20, so hopefully he's going to be just as insane in FIFA 21. But now that that's said, let's get into player number 2. Alright, coming in second place for my FIFA 21 players rating prediction, we have Lionel Messi. You can see I gave him a -1 downgrade, and I actually transferred his card to Man City because I think Messi's going to be able to get out of Barcelona, and I think City's going to be his top choice, especially with Pep Guardiola. I also gave him a position change to center forward because I think if Messi goes to Man City, Pep's going to be trying to use him in that number 10 role. But you can see stats-wise, I downgraded his pace, dribbling, and shooting by a little bit because it's a -1 downgrade. He's definitely going to get all those downgraded. Then I gave him +1 in passing because definitely if he's moving to Man City, I could see Pep put a real emphasis on his game, less about dribbling, pace, and shooting, and more about passing, trying to set up Raheem Sterling and Mahrez on the wings. Then I gave him +2 in the physical because, I don't know, I was just feeling generous. But now that that number 2 is out of the place, we have the best player in the game coming in at our number 1 ranking. It's Robert Lewandowski. I don't think there's anyone else that could have been in this #1 ranking with the season he's had. And this is actually the biggest upgrade on this list. +5 overall. And if there's a man who deserves it, it's Lewandowski. You can see, this card just looks insane. I actually gave him +6 pace, +4 dribbling, +8 shooting, +7 passing, and +4 physical. And I think that's just really accurately describes Lewandowski. I think he definitely deserves that 95 shooting because he is just so damn clinical. Like, I love watching this guy play in real life. And I also gave him an 89 dribbling because he's not the best dribbler in the world, but he can really get it done, especially after watching that Champions League final. His dribbling was just insane. And I just think Lewandowski, with the season he's had, it's a shame that there's no Ballon d'Or this year because there would only be one man that could win it. But I think EA is definitely going to reward Lewandowski for that season he had with a +5 upgrade. But now that you know my predictions for the top 10 players in FIFA 21, please make sure to drop a comment, like, and subscribe for more FIFA 20 and FIFA 21 videos. But now that that's said, thank you for watching and have a nice day.